ever wondered how you could change your deserving so you could actualize more money? Welcome to Tools to Create a Better Life with myself, Glenyce Hughes. Thank you so much for being here. I am so incredibly grateful for you. So, can you change your level of deserving to actualize more money? I mean, it's something that is talked about a lot, right? Where if you're worthy and deserving, then you will actualize what you would like. You'll manifest what you would like. What if, though? What if worthy and deserving are two of the biggest lies in this reality? Yeah, so bear with me. I know some of you might be like, no, it's not, Glenyce. It's not. If I just change my worthiness and my deserving, I'll have everything I desire. And I hear you. In fact, I used to have those same points of views. I really did. And what I worked at for years was to change my worthiness so that I could have the life I desired. And then what I found out was it had nothing to do with worthy and deserving. It had everything to do with me being willing to choose it. Which means, if we look at worthy and deserving, how much judgment does it take to decide how worthy you are or unworthy you are, or deserving you are or undeserving you are? 100%. That's all it is. It's judgment. It takes judgment to look at the worthiness and the deservingness, which means when we're in judgment, we're not choosing consciousness. We're not choosing from the oneness. We're not being all of us. We're in the judgment. Am I worthy? Am I not worthy? Am I deserving? Am I not deserving? I haven't received what I asked for yet, so I'm probably not deserving. I'm not worthy. So then doing what I did was everything I could, every session I took with healers, every class that I took, every modality I learned, everything was all about how can I change my worthiness so I can be more worthy so that I can have the life I desire. I'm sorry, guys, but once you recognize that it takes judgment to decide what worthy and deserving is, or where you're at on the level or the scale, it changes everything, because you'll never create from judgment except more judgment. So once I took those off the table, once it was no longer relevant if I was worthy or deserving, I was just me. That's it, just me. In fact, let me give you another example that might assist you with this. Do you deserve to breathe, or do you just breathe? Is there deserving about it? Look at the people on the planet that have created horrendous crimes to people, to the planet, to all the things. Did they deserve to breathe, or did they just breathe? They just breathed. There's no deserving and worthy. And when we take it off the table and we look at, okay, what would I like to choose? What would I like to choose? Would you like to have more money? Now, I don't mean you just sit, on the couch and you just go, okay, I'm choosing more money. I'm choosing more money. Like, it's not that either. And I know it can sound like airy-fairy and outside of you. But if you would like to actualize more money, then you've got to look at, okay, so what could I choose to actualize more money? Maybe it's asking for a raise. Maybe it's getting a second job. Maybe it's, selling things around the house. There's so many other possibilities, but we've got to look at the choice with it. And what I know about myself, all those years ago when I was desperately seeking worthiness, because it was the answer, is that I actually wasn't willing to choose to create the life I truly desired. So that worthiness and deserving was an incredible, magical distraction for me. I got to put all of my creative energy into fixing something that wasn't broken, fixing a problem that wasn't a problem, instead of actually choosing what I desired. And that's a lot of times what's going on, is that we put our energy into something that takes us off of what we say we would like. So look at this for yourself. Even if you still want to hang out with worthy and deserving, go ahead and do that. I'm not going to take it away from you. Just some food for thought here, guys. But what I'd like you to look at is the stuff that you've said, I will have this, or I will create this, or I'll actualize this, or I'll receive this, or whatever the terminology is, that when I'm worthy or when I'm deserving. Look at those things and ask yourself, am I willing to choose that right now? So let's stick with the money thing. So ask yourself, let's say you've been saying for a while, as soon as I'm more deserving, I'll have more money, I'll make more money, just got to fix my deserving problem. And so let's say that's been you. And so ask yourself, are you willing to choose more money right now? Now, probably most of you will say, yes, of course, Glenyce, of course I'm willing to choose more money. And then I'm going to ask, so what are you doing different to choose it? See, we now go into the actual action of it. And this is where a lot of us would rather distract ourselves than actually take the action that's required. And I mean, I put out some linear ideas, right? Get another job, ask for a raise, sell some things around the house. Those are really linear, simple examples to give in a show like this. You might have other awarenesses. There might be other possibilities for you. There might be just maybe you use some clearing techniques so you clear some energy around some stuff. I mean, there's so many ways. But what I really want you to recognize is that all of those are choices. And for me, I see choice as a verb. Choice isn't just, okay, I'm choosing that, and you don't do anything different. Choice is choosing. It's an action. It's a real space of looking at what is it going to take to change this? What is it going to take to actualize this, to have this, to receive this, so that you can get out of the distraction of whatever it is. Now, in this case, we're talking about worthy and deserving. If you've been in my classes, you know I talk about this all the time. In fact, I just finished a Business Done Different class, and this was a hot topic in that class today, which is really what inspired me to do this as the radio show for this week, because so many people get caught up in this lie that worthy and deserving are the answers. And once we're worthy and once we're deserving, we'll have everything we desire. And guys, it's not true. And the only reason I know it's not true is that those take judgment. You will never create with judgment. You will create more judgment with judgment, but beyond that, you won't create what you desire. So I invite you, I've got some amazing classes coming up. Access Bars, Access Foundation, coming up in Nova Scotia, Halifax, Nova Scotia, Dartmouth, really. Nova Scotia, May 25th is Bars, and then 26th, 27th, 28th, 29th, however many days, is Foundation. And then we have another Business Done Different, either online or in Saskatchewan, Davidson, Saskatchewan, June 9th, 10th, 11th. And then Pool Party Bars and Foundation. Looks like it's a go, guys. We haven't had an offer on our house just yet. What would it take? So it is a go. That is sometime in June, near the end of June. I don't recall the exact dates, but again, Bars and Foundation. So this is where we talk about this stuff. We clear these points of views. We look at it. We get present with it. We invite ourselves to go beyond these limitations of this world where we think this stuff is real. I mean, probably a good 10 years I spent distracting myself, trying to fix my worthiness, because that was the answer, and it wasn't. It was the willingness to choose what I desired to choose and get out of the distraction from actually choosing and taking the action and really allowing myself to show up, to get it wrong, to mess it up, to not get what I asked for, to get everything I asked for, to receive more than I asked for, like all the things that we so often limit. We go, okay, well, I'll do that when I have it perfect. I'll do that when I have the degree. I'll do that when I have the certificate. I'll do that when... Please stop, guys. What if we actually started living now? Like, what if we truly started living now in ways we never imagined possible? And often the question that I will use with that is just truly like, what else is possible here? You know, some sort of situation. What else is possible here I've never even considered? Because the things we've considered are great, can be great, of course, maybe not all of them, but the things we've considered are things we've considered, but beyond what we've never imagined possible, beyond what we've ever considered. That's where we are inviting the universe to really show us, like really show us. Like, universe, how many ways can you surprise and delight me with what I'm asking for showing up with total ease? Like, what if we put our energy into that? What if we put our creation into creating what we desire rather than fixing problems that are unfixable? And pretty much every problem that you think you have is unfixable, because a problem, again, takes judgment. What if that thing, if you think right now, if as I'm talking and you're going, no, that problem, I've got this one problem, it's a problem. Just look at it for a moment. Just get present with it right now. Just get present with that problem. What if it wasn't a problem? What if it was inviting you into something greater? And what if all the time you're spinning in the problem of it, that's the problem? You know, that's where you're not going anywhere. But what if you stop and you look at it and go, okay, what if this isn't a problem? What is this inviting me to? If I stop judging this as a problem, what could I receive from it? Universe, how many ways can you surprise and delight me with this changing as if by magic? How many ways could this show up that would invite me, to way more of me? Do you get the difference where we start exponentializing, we start creating with, we start looking through totally different lenses at our life and our living, rather than this is a problem and I have to fix it and I can't fix it, so I still have the problem and I can't ever change it because I have this problem and I can't fix it. And whoo-wee, it's crazy. So what if instead you start looking at what you could be choosing, what action you could be taking? If you would like to have more money, more cash, more wealth in your life, what is required? What action can you take today to actualize it? Who could you talk to today? Where could you go today? Get really, really curious. Get really, really open to the possibilities and allow the universe to show you and invite you to the magic and the possibilities of you that you never even knew were possible. So again, I invite you, a couple different bars, foundation classes, Nova Scotia, Alberta, pool party, pack your suit, and then of course Business Done Different, either Davidson, Saskatchewan or online. Would love to see you somewhere on Zoom, in person. I'm so incredibly grateful for you. Have a fabulous week, and I look forward to chatting again next week.